Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a deck review. 2 deck reviews. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Today, I want to talk to you about a Kickstarter going on right now. That's right. Last Monday, sometime around the evening time, Curious Cask kicked off their brand new Kickstarter in connection with Legends playing cards. And they have several just amazing decks, beautifully cut, just gorgeous artwork, all centered around the theme of whiskey. And if by the end of this video, or even right now, I would highly recommend you head on down to Kickstarter and check out this latest project. Now, whiskey, if you don't know, is a type of distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grain mash or by distilling beer. Various grains are used for different varieties, including barley, corn, rye, and wheat. Whiskey is typically aged in wooden casks, generally made of charred white oak. Actress Ava Gardner once said, "I wish to live to 150 years old, but the day I die, I wish it to be with a cigarette in one hand and a glass of whiskey in the other." Curious Cask and Legends playing cards were kind enough to send me 2 decks out of this campaign that I could review for you. Let's get into it right now. When I got mine in the mail, it was in a silver foil package like this. I had to cut it open with scissors. Inside that, the box was wrapped in black paper. I got this beautiful Curious Cask box. I've also seen brick boxes that they have as well, which are really super cool. It's got a magnet enclosure lid. The top says "Refined Stories Boldly Told," and there's a little white ad card inside for your Curious Cask. Inside mine, I have 2 of the decks that are in this campaign. Whiskey on the Rocks, which is the yellow deck, and I have Barrel, which is the brown deck with gold edges. Of Barrel, there were only 399 decks. There's also a red tuck case, which is Whiskey Neat in this campaign, and a blue tuck case, which is Whiskey Water. Of course, I'm going to go through both decks, showing you what they look like. The tuck cases have some similarities. I'll show you both at the same time. The decks on the inside have the same faces, same exact faces, so I'll be showing you the comparisons of the 2 back designs. So let's go. Of course, the Whiskey on the Rocks deck is all done in a yellow and white. The word whiskey has a little bit of an embossing. The Barrel deck is done in a gold and brown palette. The gold brings out the smooth elegance of the drink inside. The brown represents the embossed wooden textures of the barrel. And cold foil was used in the backs of these cards for the precision and subtle shine. And as the cards flow out of the tuck case, you'll see gold gilded edges which allude to the pouring of your favorite drink. Right away, you'll notice that both decks feature what we would say would be the front of the tuck case on the back. So the side that has the tuck seal has the front graphic. The actual front of the tuck case features the Curious Cask logo, which is also the back design of the cards. One side says "Best Shared with Friends and Rivals." The other side says "Best Enjoyed with a Choice Dram." The bottom has some ad copy about Legends playing cards, and the top simply says "Whiskey," and you have the original Curious Cask tuck seal. The inside tuck flap has the Irish name for whiskey. It's from the old Irish words for water and life. Flipping the tuck case up, you see that both of these have printed graphics on the inside, which are super cool. That's everything I can say about these 2 tuck cases. Let's break them open and look inside. Like I said, both decks are pretty similar. The brown deck is brown, the yellow deck is yellow. You're going to have that Curious Cask logo repeated against their respective colorway, and you have a laser thin perfect border, which of course you're going to get that perfect border from legendsplayingcards.com. These decks are also done in a diamond cut. They have smooth edges. This is pre-crushed classic finish cards from a top-tier European cardstock, which means these cards will have no break-in period. They're going to feel soft and dry, yet silky right out of the box. With this deck, you'll get 1 ad card that has some information about Curious Cask on one side and whiskey on the other. You'll also get 2 original jokers. They say Joker really large in the corners. You have a jester's cap and a dram of whiskey spilling out. First thing you'll notice is these decks are not in traditional new deck order. They actually start in clubs, then go to diamonds, then to hearts, and then finish in spades. And normally at this point, I might talk about the ace of spades, but with these decks, each one of the aces represents a different region, and that region ties into the unique court cards. Of course, everything in these decks are custom pips, custom font in the corner. However, blacks are black, reds are red. Everything layout-wise is gonna look similar. The court cards have been completely redone and are absolutely stunning. Each court card will take you on a journey of 4 different whiskey regions, and each character will be wearing respective clothing and holding a dram of whiskey from their country. First up is Scottish Highland whiskey, a diversity of lighter flavors through salty coastal malts. Scottish whiskey makes the heritage and fire of the clubs a perfect match. A single malt is like a time capsule of legacy and craft that will take your nose, palate, and heart on a journey. Next up, the diamonds will take you to Japan and their blended whiskey, which creates new depths and balanced expressions. The richness and refinement of the diamond's suit best represents Japan's approach to mastering the craft of whiskey distilling. Third, we have Irish blended whiskey. Hearts are Irish, a curation of smooth, mellow, and silky flavors. And Irish whiskey has a distinct flavor profile that can generally be described as light and fruity with evidence of cereal grain. The 3 courts are represented by a single malt, a single grain, and pot still. And lastly, North American Canadian blended whiskey is represented by the spades, smooth and light with spicy rye flavors. North American whiskeys have always been rough around the edges. That's why the aggressiveness and violent features of the spades courts pair nicely with bourbons, ryes, and deceptively smooth wheat whiskey. All right, so that's everything I can say about the Curious Cask decks. Head on down to Kickstarter right now. Check out this amazing project between Curious Cask and Legends. Of course, if you know Legends playing cards, they make incredible decks of cards. Some would say some of the very best on the planet, and I would definitely agree. These cards, I think, are perfect for that playing card collector or that whiskey aficionado in your life. Head on down to Kickstarter right now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. That's everything I can say about these 2 tuck cases. Let's break them.